Okay, we've got a really special episode for you guys today. We got Zach from Tukes and Tires, who's gonna give us a hand getting this really cool stuff going.
Yes, you know, when Rich calls and he says you're gonna be working on a Cadillac Eldorado, you know, you just gotta take the opportunity to come out here and do that. Cause thing's mint, that tailpipe there's definitely gonna add some horsepower.
We're caught up on some projects and we thought, you know what, we need to get some really cool stuff running again. And now that half of you already checked out, left the video, we don't really care about this Cadillac because that is way cooler and we're gonna get that running today. Here we go.
Lightly seized.
Like a torch on the inside of the engine. We have the seized engine anti-seizer 3000.
Oh my god!
Not bad, eh? So story is he bought it from a farm auction just down the road, but I think it was an old army truck.
Okay.
So it's like green underneath the primer. Yeah. It's a Fargo, which is a Dodge. Dodge bought Fargo after they stopped making trucks. They just used the name, but it's so cool. The fenders swing out.
Oh, it's all service it.
Yeah, and then the hood goes up.
Oh yeah, I just see that now that the hinges are. Oh yeah.
Both of them. So
that's awesome.
So first things first, the engine seized.
Okay.
But I got some acetone and ATF. Wondering if you've got a minute to pull the spark plugs and just dump.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's in it for a motor? We'll get in here eventually. I yanked on it really hard down.
Can you work through that?
There's nothing else, is there?
Oh, there you go. That's what I'm here.
I brought you.
Yeah,
That's why we brought you.
Okay, you can leave.
Holy, look at that motor.
Isn't it cute?
That thing's
Like you could pile it. You could put another V8 on top of this V8. Like just with chain drive at the back. I think that'd be pretty cool. But you can get at it pretty decent. Yeah, look at that.
man.
Is that not cool?
Oh, that's.
We got the old Widowmaker split rims. Don't lean on them too hard, it'll take your kneecaps out. But yeah, if we can pull the spark plug and just dump a little bit of ATF and acetone down.
Yeah.
Supposedly it was running like 5, 6.
I brought a breaker bar as well, so can always see.
No, we're gonna yank it and just pop the clutch.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's breaker bar. That's too much work. We got a nice long runway. Somebody just has to Armstrong it around the corner and not put it in the pond.
I think we can manage that.
We can manage that. Hopefully the points are open so they're not all corroded, but I
mean, for how greasy the whole engine is, I think it's gonna be fine.
Yeah. It's well lubricated. Check the oil and then yeah, hopefully the brakes aren't seized on.
Yeah.
More than likely it's been leaking oil onto the brakes for years as well. So with wheel seals gone, so I'm hoping that it's not too big of a deal. But anyway, we bought a dump truck. I'm pretty sure she's seized. So, I've got some ATF and acetone. If you want to pull the spark plugs out, and I got a siphon gun, we can just spray some in there. Got some lube in there. We'll leave the plugs out, and then there's an old backhoe around the corner. I'm gonna try and see if I can get that started, and then we'll yank it, pop the clutch, maybe see if the clutch is even
If it's
works.
gonna work, yeah.
I don't know if the brakes aren't seized, but yeah, if you do that, then at least we have a better chance.
We're in the step to the right direction.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Normally you do this and let it sit for 2 weeks, but we've got like 20 minutes. 20 minutes, 2 weeks.
That's ATF.
It's pretty
20 minutes.
It's pretty humid out today, so that'll speed it up, right?
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Here we go.
Oh, well, that one came out all right. Look at that. This truck's awesome that you can get in here just to service it, though.
Yeah.
Really love that. Oh, I think I grabbed the wrong socket. It's a big style. Look at that. Yeah, I got the wrong freaking wrench now. I can't believe it. I should also pound the rubber out of this thing. You know, it's never fun using a rubber, but you gotta sometimes.
so we got a little bit of ATF. A little siphon sucker from Princess Auto. We'll make a little concoction of acetone and some ATF. Give that a little shake.
Shake it, not stir. That was terrible. Sun was in my eyes.
Put a couple little squirts of that in each cylinder. I might need you here, Zach.
You mean operate your rod?
Yeah. Actually, it's just running in. Never mind.
So you get me over here to tug on you, and then you don't want me to. It's fine.
It's over. I got too excited.
Typical.
We'll just take a blow gun and just blow it around inside the cylinder so it doesn't just lay on the bottom.
You gotta use the gear shift to start the tractor.
Okay. Smells wonderful. Well, Zach and Kenny are busy messing with the Fargo. We have a bulldozer we can use to pull it ahead, but the backhoe will go a little faster. The problem is it doesn't run, so we're gonna try and get this thing running, and then I'll make things easier. So just for you guys, you get a 2-for-1 start video. His story on this is that he thinks, he said it was the injection pump. I asked if I could take the injection pump off and get that out to get rebuilt. So it does leak a little bit, but he said it wouldn't start after he changed the fuel filters. Now, this is an old CAV system and they are a pain to start. If you get a little bit of air in there, I've spent hours at the shop trying to get one of these running again, knowing full well that it's just one tiny bubble of air will keep these things from running. So we got to bleed both filters, and then there's a bleed screw on the bottom here and a bleed screw on the top there, and then crack the injectors, crank it over with a good battery, and maybe a snuff of ether just to get it kind of going. But we're gonna try that before we yank the injection pump off, because I can't see just because changing the filters at the pump took a dump. So yeah, take this hood off. She's a big old leaky mess. We'll get her. First things first, you got a new battery from Princess Auto. I'll throw that in, throw a charger on it on top, just because I don't think these cables are very good. Gonna make sure there's some diesel in it, some oil in it, some coolant in it. So your air filter's right here, and it is actually right down in there. It's hard to see. This is full of crap. So this is the filter, I guess, which is probably clogged. But if we put at least if we put the inner filter on, we got air on the truck, and we can at least blow it out, and then keep the crap out. Probably gonna have to use a little bit of ether. Much better. Second best thing to a vacuum. So there's no bleeder screws on the filter housings, but the return from the top there, that's your highest point. So we'll crack that and we'll pump. Hopefully we see some fuel coming out. The annoying part is that the primer's on the other side. But, oh yes, I see air. Lots of air. That's a good sign. There we go. If this pump was screwed, then we'd be in trouble, because it really does need all this to start. See all the bubbles. And I see he's talking about his filter. The housing is leaking here on the top. That's what he's talking about, but you can change that without pulling the injection pump off. So we'll crack this bleeder screw first. And so we need a steady stream of fuel coming out of there. Any bubbles?
Not that I can see. Oh, yep, there we go.
There we go. Yes, that's what I want to hear. Nice stream?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's still bubbling.
Yeah, so when you think you're done, you're only like halfway done. Nice and steady stream?
Yeah, yep.
Okay, and keep going. Oil in it. No water, so that's good. The owner did find us a couple new battery cables, so we're gonna throw those on. I think the whole solenoid is loose, so hopefully I don't break it, because then I'm in trouble.
I saw that there's water in the bucket, so if I need to take a dip, you know, we'll be fine.
It is a hot day. I wore
Yeah,
a shirt, got like 5 shirts because it's gonna be a hot day.
Who does that? I just wore all black.
Yeah. Here's first things first. Nice new battery cable. It's not all terrible. Because this one, I hate these bolt-on battery clamps, and that has definitely seen better days. Come on, focus on it. See how bad it is? Anyway, it's really bad. Does it turn over? Okay, well, see what you can do.
The stud's pretty loose, so I just got to be gentle on it.
Yeah. Okay, just about ready to start. I hope the wiring is messed up on the starter going to the cab, because it just kind of bounces. Otherwise, the starter is euchred. And the fact that those cables were so corroded means that they were trying to start it for a while. So,
Everybody good?
yep. Yeah, keep going. We're getting smoke out, so that's good. A couple more times. And better. It's still running on E3 not. Okay, we got sparks.
We got fire.
Sparks and fuel. Oh,
The starter's definitely seen better days.
yeah. Because
We let
we're
it
close.
We let it cool down a little bit there.
Is when he's cranking, you touch the positive to the positive, yeah.
Yep.
Because I'm gonna put it on this stud, and that will bypass the solenoid. I just need the solenoid to kick the starter
just
in.
to kick
Right?
the starter. Do you want me to just keep it going while it's running?
No.
Or is it like actually?
No. Like it was close. A little bit more. Okay, I'm gonna crack injector, see if we got any fuel coming out. And I'll bleed the whole thing again. She's leaking pretty good. Okay, yeah, keep going.
Yeah, you just tell me when.
Yeah, go ahead. Doesn't look good. We don't really have anything coming out of the injection lines.
Okay, it feels kind of easy now.
Yeah, I've got a crack, that's why. There's no air in the system, so. Okay, Air crack 1 injection line.
Okay, you tell me when.
Yeah. She's a no-go. So that injection pump has to come off. Well, there was definitely air in the system. Like when we bled it, it was we're getting tons of bubbles out of it, but that could just be because it's sucking through here too. So, all right. So I think we got to pull the injection pump off of this. But by the time we do that, we might not have enough time to get on the Fargo. So, Mandy, do you have anything else that could tug that thing?
Well, you could use little Hercules,
All right, the little dozer.
the little dozer.
Well, that sounds like fun. We'll do that.
200 Massey Ferguson.
Right on. I think keep the wheels where they are until you get out of the rut.
Yeah, and then
because we don't want to hit the Suburban.
and then steer around.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, the windows work. They're like brand new. How about the backhoe?
Oh,
This thing's brand new.
it's in better shape than the 55 is.
Oh yeah, this thing.
You're locked in now. You cannot turn that steering wheel out. You want something to sit on?
I might be all right.
Here's your seat, Zach.
Thank you. Can you see it moving at all?
Yeah, the steering's moving. So we just go nice and slow. Yeah. Nice. Stop there. Stick it in gear. Okay. You're out of the rut. And none of the brakes are stuck, so that's good. You're gonna miss this mirror, so I think you can turn it to the left a bit. Okay. Now go ahead just a little bit. Put your foot on the clutch.
It's right to the floor.
Yeah? Does it feel like anything? No? No. No, wait. I'll put it in neutral again. Nice and easy. Okay, stop. Stick it in second. Got her?
I don't know.
Something. One of the gears. Just try every different gear.
That's fifth.
That's fifth. Okay, we'll try again, just a little bit.
It's just dragging them.
Do you know what reverse is? Is it on the hand? Oh, nice.
Yeah, it won't go in reverse. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Ahead again, just a little bit. Okay, I saw it want to go just a hair. Stick it in first again?
First or fifth?
Not fifth, or whatever. A different one every time.
Go try
You
that.
never. Okay. Try a different gear. Is it a hydraulic butt? I can see bubbles.
I gotta bring it back up.
Yeah, that's fine. But get the bubbles out.
Little diagram here for the shift pattern is really helping out. Yeah, it's weird that 2 isn't down, right? 3's down, but then reverse is over and up. It's like the strangest.
I'll see if there's a bleeder down there.
Yeah.
Got the parking brake on?
Yeah, it's on. It's in gear.
Nice thing about the old stuff is so easy to work on. I see a little bit of fluid coming out, but I might be able to get it. Okay, pump and hold it to the floor. Okay. We need a vacuum bleeder, like put vacuum on it, or let me pull the bleeder right out.
Yeah, it's pretty crusty.
I think it's solid.
Yeah, I don't see a hole. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna go. This sees some stuff.
Hey Zach, I've got an aunt named Hope. You want to kill her too?
You ain't got nothing.
It's not even lunchtime yet. Don't give up. Okay, well I can stick my finger on top of the hole and try to bleed it that way.
Okay.
Just lean in and use your hand. Yeah, oh, yeah. Oh, that worked. You alright? I got it all over my face.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Because I had my finger over the hole, it went right in my face. Did you bring those safety glasses? Not today. Yeah.
Got any Q-tips?
I even forgot the Q-tips. Okay, pump it. I'm getting some fluid out, so yeah, pump it. Getting fluid, but not really air.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not building pressure.
No, I know. Keep going.
I ordered the O-ring shot.
Yeah.
The breeze is nice.
I don't think anything's happening.
Yeah, I don't think you're getting anything.
You have like a 1-inch square tube or a round bar, probably about 4 or 5 feet long.
Yeah, if I go from here and guide it down.
Yeah. You got any zip ties?
I got safety wire.
Okay, so pull it up. Sorry, lift up again. Lift up.
It's up against the steering wheel.
Oh yeah, can you go past it? Yeah, there you go. You're right on the top of the lever, hold on. Yeah, so that's moving the clutch linkage.
Yeah, we're just pushing the shifter.
If we put a bend in the in that rod now.
So if I hold it right about there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, snap.
Perfect, thank you. Like that?
We're just trying to guide this rod right down, and we're going to use this as the clutch pedal. So I got this piece of concrete here that I'm going to use to basically push this against to try to push the clutch fork underneath, because the clutch pedal is non-existent. So Rich is just down there trying to guide me right now, I think.
Oh man, Zach, you're like right there.
Right
Hold
there.
on. Up over here and towards the back. Okay, you're right there. Yeah, you got it. You gotta bend it more. You gotta go towards the driver's door.
I wonder if I flip this around. Can I give you the other end?
You can use the other end. I thought that's the end that we were using, yeah.
I don't know what we're doing.
Okay, right there.
Is that doing anything?
Yeah, you're moving it. You're moving the linkage, but I don't know far enough to disconnect the clutch. You'll have to try it in motion. At least you don't have to go to the gym tonight.
Yeah. Haven't been to the gym in years. Don't look at my gut.
Just straight forward and then we'll go backwards. backwards.
So am I useless just to keep trying to push on it?
Yeah, you are. Try a different gear. Keep it in the same gear for now. Okay.
Yeah.
Boy.
It turned a little bit.
If he gives it a good jolt forward, I think we're getting moving. A few more times. It moved. Okay. Tire moved, but I don't know if the clutch is slipping or if the engine's turned. So I think we'll go backwards.
Then we keep the wheel turned?
Yeah. Good my way. Like this. Stop! Whoa! 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 We're just close to the car, so we'll go down the driveway. Oh, what's happening is just the difference. Straighten out. Straight out.
Right there?
Left, go left. All the way left. Go right, right. Go left, left. Left. Whoa, whoa, whoa! So the diff is just turning.
Yeah.
We thought that we had it broke loose, but it's just spinning beside. So either we air down. I don't really want to air down, but we can.
Working on it.
Yeah, go ahead. No, wait. He's gonna push you back, Zach. Gonna put the blocks behind the tires. Keep going. All right. Keep going. Yeah. Okay, neutral. Try to slam it in gear. Hey, wait. Stop. Try neutral and we'll get it going a little faster. Wait just a hair. Okay, go ahead. Nice and fast. Okay, like it's. You were in neutral? Yeah. Now it's stuck.
That's not ideal. I don't think that's.
We'll take out for lunch too.
I don't think that's supposed to come out.
There we go. That should be neutral now. Put it in neutral, climb those cinder blocks, then stick it in gear as it's about to come off, leave it under tension, and go for lunch. It's probably not going to work the first one. Okay, I'm good. You're good. She's pretty seized. It was not supposed to be the seized because I thought it was running 4 years ago, probably 8 years ago. One piston is completely stuck. So the other options to do is air down the tires to get more traction and probably blow a drive shaft or some spider gears.
At least then it would roll free.
Or we take the thermostat out of this and then we take these two heater hoses and plumb them into another vehicle and run that vehicle to get it up to temperature. And then hopefully this engine expands just enough to free up that thing. So
the logic is there.
the logic's there. We could do it with the 95, I think. And we just grabbed some hoses and then parked it beside. It's 2 o'clock. Takes me 20 minutes to get home. Grab the truck, come back,
Hook it up,
hook it up,
circulate it a bit.
circulate it. It'll be hot by the time we get here. I don't want to do it with the F350. And it doesn't get up to temperature anyway.
Yeah.
It's too big of a ride. So
Then old TBI will run hot.
yeah, I'll see if I can get some hoses or if he's got some hoses. Did
I saw a garden hose.
check that oil? Is it full of water? Is the whole block cracked?
It's not bad.
No.
Let's see. Definitely smells like gas.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like to there. It's over full. So it's got some gas in it. It's old gas.
I do really. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, that smells like 1998 vintage.
Older than me.
Yeah, I think we just do that. You want to pull the thermostat out?
How's that hose feel?
It's good.
Pretty squishy? Oh, it's got
coolant.
It's got a brand new hose clamp on it.
Yeah, it's got coolant right up, and it's green. It's not terrible.
It's green up there.
All right. You're being very negative right now, Zach.
So it's got this really nice spot here for the battery, so we're just gonna try to throw it up in there and identify what these cables are. Now, it looks like this one's a ground one, I think, because it's attached to the ground. So we're just gonna have to tighten that up. And then this one's positive, but it doesn't have an end, so I think I just touch it, see what happens. I mean, nothing's sparking. See any sparks? Headlight switch.
One that says owl on
I'm gonna pull that out. They're on?
Yep. All four.
I guess I literally should have just looked over because this truck is so awesome that I can just, I got a workbench. I can see that light over there. Is there a key in it? Yeah, there's a key over there.
Oh yeah. Do I turn it on? I just did one click.
Hey, the solenoid works.
Yeah. I shut it back on.
Okay. This is definitely the proper way to do this. That's enough. Oh, it's all brand new. Let's see, I don't have a battery. Definitely not a business card space, I don't think, in between there. Yeah, 'cause points definitely open up. It's just a little wide open. That looks like a business card space. We'll call that good. They're sparking, so
Cool.
that might do something.
I just want to double check if there's nothing in the grass. What is with the rain? It was like stinking hot.
We got headlights.
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
that.
the point spark.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh nice.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
as soon as we're gonna crank it over, it'll fire.
Yeah, probably.
Right on.
Which is it easier over on that side?
I think so.
I can use the
Both the same side.
Cool, that's good.
I just relieve all the pressure while the engine's hot. We'll grab those hoses.
Awesome.
I don't know if this will work. It is a complete kind of stab in the dark, but
Should brought some Gorilla Tape. Taped it all up.
yeah.
Wonder how we can because you can't really see if it's gonna be circulating over there though. You just gotta
feel the hose.
You just gotta hope.
No negative today, Zach. This is all because of Peg. I watched him warm up his backhoe, I think, by pulling up to it with his truck, just so he could fire it up in the middle of winter. So, well, if this can fire it up or warm up that engine and just expand and contract stuff to try and break that rust free, like a torch on the inside of the engine, except it only goes to 210 degrees instead of 2500, but
That's enough.
we'll see.
And there's
I think it's warming up.
That was hot, but feel this one, it's warm.
oh wow, there's huh?
Yeah.
I can feel it's warm over here.
Yeah,
it might be cooling down because I mean that's like a
Is it just going through or is it going through the whole engine though?
I don't know. That's hard to say because it's like what half goes through the block and which half goes through the.
Yeah.
Technically, the whole thing should go through the block, right?
My temperature dropped from 210 down to like 120, so it must be the whole
I mean,
block.
if this gets hot enough, I mean, this thermostat would open and you would see coolant come out of here.
That's true, yeah.
You're boiling over here. Oh, really?
Oh.
Well, that's good.
It must have opened the thermostat.
Open the thermostat, yeah. The block is warm.
Is it warm? How far
Yeah,
back?
it's crazy.
How far back?
It's not as hot as the front, but the front is definitely hot.
I wonder if
So it's not just going through the water pump.
I wonder if this side's hot.
So can I start it up again?
Oh yeah, it's
Is that gonna leak?
It's hot over
It's hot. All right.
here. I wasn't even looking at that. I was just doing that
Yeah,
like
kinda.
California, like you're revving the crap out of it. It's just like the whole other engine is like a whole heat sink. It's just like another radiator, so it's just drawing heat out of this cooling system. It's pretty wild.
I'm pretty well at 210 now, so
Yeah, that's wild.
shows how inefficient this engine is. It just gets right up to temperature,
Yeah.
not doing any load.
Yeah, you're just tightening that bolt.
So I'm just airing down the tires. Just get a little bit more traction. And then that's our last thing that we can do today. Otherwise, what we're gonna do is put it up on blocks, leaning forward, with the penetrating fluid in the engine. Hopefully just the weight of it trying to get off the block is enough to break it loose if it's under tension for another week or two. But the fact that we got spark, I think once we have it turning over fast enough, I think she'll go.
He don't care about nothing. Like, he's just living. Pulling some not so junk, I should say, vehicle. Man, living his dream.
Which one of them is living their dream?
Yeah, I don't know which one. One of them. Oh my god!
Uh-oh.
Go again, Randy. Keep going. No.
Apparently not. Both wheels are spinning, but
We may have took the center out of the clutch.
now you want the project.
I wanted to hear it run today. I got very excited, very happy there for like a second.
I could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw both. Little glimmer of hope.
So, put it in the spot here, and then I just gotta let the oil do its thing. Putting it on blocks won't do anything now. Okay, that is what it is. I heard a big like clunk, and I'm like, oh! It might have just popped out of gear.
Oh, maybe.
Yep. Yeah. We're about to go home. It's like another 2 hours and we get smoke out the
I
tailpipe.
joked about that. I'm like, it's gonna happen. We're gonna back it in. It's gonna break free, and then.
It is really neat. Like, if nothing else, like I wanted to use this for some landscaping around the house. Yeah. And then cut the cab off and put it on something that I can put on going down the road, right? Yeah. But the fenders is what did it for me.
Yeah, but you never see that other than in like service stuff,
Yeah,
right? 'Cause
yeah.
it's like, well, back when this thing was built, it was all about servicing the vehicle.
Yes.
Engineers actually care.
It's like your workbench is right here, all your tools are here. It's so nice.
You know, like the people that designed this were engineers that actually worked on the stuff.
Yeah.
So they're like, let's make it so that it can be serviced.
Let's not screw over the general public.
Let's not put a starter in behind the transmission where you can't get at it. Like,
so there's nothing else that we can do today. She is not getting out. We're gonna fill the cylinders. And unfortunately, I left my acetone and ATF in the F350 when I swapped it for the 95. So we'll just fill these right up with penetrating fluid, let it sit for a week or two, and then we'll try again. What are we doing 2 weeks from now, Zach?
probably nothing. Boy, that one looks real bad in there.
Really?
Oh yeah. It looks worse than. That one doesn't look too bad, but the hole down in there, there's definitely something in there.
Why are you so negative? It's not bad at all. You're like, whoa, there's a lot of carbon on the top of that piston.
Somebody's got to make drama around here.
Besides Randy flipping over the dozer almost. Okay, so we're back on the backhoe. And doing this more or less as a favor to stay in the owner's good graces because he was very generous with us pulling our dump truck around. Just figured I would return the favor, spend as much time on this thing for him. Now, I tried to start it, but I got the order wrong because I thought it wouldn't start because he changed the fuel filters. But in all honesty, I don't think that this thing gets regular maintenance, and I think he changed the fuel filters because it wouldn't start. There was air in there, so it wouldn't have started even if it wasn't the injection pump, but it is the injection pump. So I guess the rack is seized. It is not getting it is not getting full fuel. It's not getting any fuel. So we're gonna pull this injection pump. This is pretty straightforward actually. because the pump is keyed, so you can only put it on one way. The only real trick is to not drop the key inside the timing cover. The loader really gets in the way. It's a giant pain in the butt to do, but it is doable. So we're gonna clean this up with some brake clean, take these hoses off, scrape away, try to get at the nut on the front of this, and then just pull the injection pump off. So pull the lines off, pull the cables off the top, pull your fuel supply off, and then everything else should be good to go. Turn the fuel tank off on the top, which is above the rocker, and then we're gonna go look at the dump truck and see. It's been sitting for about a week, see if we're able to turn that over, and then we're gonna put some tension on it to try and break it free if it's not. So here we go. Okay, there's the injection pump. It really is very straightforward. There's a roll pin that goes through the timing gear that sits in this groove. It can't fall out. There's really nothing you can do wrong. So as long as you line up this groove with that roll pin, that's your timing. If you pop the pump off and slide it back a bit, then you can get a wrench on that. Just take it off on the filter. Your supply line's no big issue. And just take the nuts off on the injection lines, and you got an injection pump ready to be rebuilt. I'm looking forward to seeing this thing all cleaned up. So I'll give that to Randy. You can take it away. He'll call us when it's ready. We'll throw it back on. There we go.
But while I'm here, I took the opportunity to put a little bit of tension on the engine. So starting at the back here, what I've done is put a pipe wrench on the drive shaft and then ratchet strap that to the frame. So my idea here is that while the acetone and ATF is working hard, this ratchet strap will be putting tension on the drive shaft. Now I've also put a bar on the front balancer bolt as tight as I dare to go with it, and ratchet strap that down to the bumper. Love my ratchet straps. You gotta check it and make sure that's not going anywhere. Then what I've also done underneath here is taken a pry bar and shoved that up into the flywheel. I took that cover off and I grabbed a tooth and then I shoved that onto my floor jack, and now I'm putting tension on that as well. So we're gonna let this sit for another 2-3 weeks, and then hopefully that's enough to loosen it up. And in the meantime, I'm gonna try and come up with some other ideas, but I'm gonna put as much tension on this as I can and then call her good. Here we go.
Let's buy a Fargo, they said. It'll be easy, they said. We'll just get it running and drive it home. No problem. All right, we're gonna build the anti-engine locker-upper 3000, and if it works, maybe we'll sell them on the website. Here we go. So we're back 2 weeks after I prepped the engine.
The first attempt.
Second attempt. Well, so I didn't really attempt anything. I just prepped it. What do you think of my?
Man, this is some kind of rigatry right here, man. Like I never seen nothing like it.
So we wanted to put it on tension. He wanted to put it up on blocks, but you got to get that fine balancing point, and somebody put a bunch of rocks in the back, so it's really heavy. So yeah, I got pipe wrench on the drive shaft.
I've seen that one.
Yeah.
I've seen the one up front here.
Yeah.
On the crank.
So I got like another 2 full turns out of the bolt before it was tight enough that there's some tension on there.
Right.
Then I got a pry bar into the flywheel.
I didn't even see that one.
Pry bar into the flywheel that's being pulled up by this ratchet strap.
Yeah.
And then I've got a pry bar into the flywheel on the other side with the floor jack pushing up on it.
I mean, that's a lot of tension, so.
And then, Zach.
And then, one more.
And then, Zach, we have the seized engine anti-seizer 3000.
Where can you buy it?
Randy gave us these spark plug extensions.
Okay.
So these are for when you're burning oil. You put this into the engine, and then you put your spark plug into here, and it just puts your spark plug back far enough so that not as much oil goes onto the
spark plug. All right.
So what I did was weld this onto
just a T-bar fitting, and I want to see how much pressure we.
Yeah, how much PSI? Yeah. Okay.
PSI.
Yeah.
So we'll thread that onto here, and then we just pump until the piston explodes and rings go into 50 pieces. or we got a rotating engine.
I mean, it seems pretty logical to me. It's gonna work. It's gonna do something, that's for sure.
If this handle doesn't work, we can tie into the backhoe hydraulics and just pull a handle until something goes. First of all, let's see if that does anything, and if not, we'll try and crank this thing in and see what happens.
All right.
Nope, she's still seized. Yeah, something happened because the pry bar fell off of the floor jack too. So I gotta take all the tension off because we don't know which way the engine's turning when we push on that thing. So. Do you remember which spires went where?
Nope. Yeah, well this one I know is the back one.
Okay, well as long as we got one to reference off of,
Yeah.
we can find them. Let's see what she looks like. I bet brand spanking new in there.
I bet somebody's got it on Google.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
fine. That's not a problem. That's not good.
Freshly rebuilt.
So you gotta take the whole rocker off. But it doesn't even look like they're down much on number 2.
I don't know if it ran 4 years ago, but
So that piston's empty. I think number 1's got some in it still.
yeah, because you can see this one, you can see the red fluid in it.
Yeah, okay.
Still.
Okay.
We should whack them.
Yeah, we'll whack them, pull the rocker off. Try not to get any of that crap in the engine. There's that.
I'll try not to.
I really wanna,
I mean, the springs look great. Oh, that was part of the gasket.
now it's gonna leak.
There was already some missing. Like, look at it. See?
You don't have to justify
The proof is there.
You still have a job.
You still have a job. Thank you, sir.
What are the chances that valve would come back up?
I don't know. The springs look all right, so I mean, it might.
It's not right full of water.
Yeah, it's not full of water. It's just probably had moisture creep up from the exhaust.
Yeah.
Because it's probably the exhaust valve that's open, right? Because the 2 innards are exhaust, so this one does look kind of compressed. So I'm assuming that was a wee bit open. So
Yeah. Don't mind me.
don't mind me just lubing up the valve train.
Just getting there nice.
I mean, it's brand new now, right?
It's good to go now.
Yeah. You just lube her down like
We're
that.
definitely saving this engine.
It's gonna run.
It's gonna run.
You know what's the problem is as soon as it fires up and the oil comes through, that's the problem, because then it's gonna mix with the rust.
Yeah.
But
So you're thinking pull the heads and just do like a general cleanup inside here?
yeah, we probably
before
should get a ball hone and just like hone it out and make sure that there's no debris in there and really go through it.
I think at this point, if we can get it to turn like 90 degrees,
Yeah.
it's a success. I wasn't sure. I'm trying to remember what it looked like, but I can't spin this in because I hit the head and I hit this. But luckily, these are just, you just keep stacking them.
Right.
Until you get
Like
the height
Legos.
that you need.
The desired length.
Just like Legos.
Adult Lego.
I think we only need 2. Well, no, I welded it, but I'm like, if that hits, I'm in trouble. But then, yeah, and then you have a simple solution pretty quick. Let's see, I brought my rusty hammer so it would match. So that one's free. That one's not coming up again. Oh, that one is free. We just gotta. And that one's free. Well, they're not seeds. They're not coming up on their own, but that one is. That one is. So that's not terrible. Do we bang them all the way in, and then try to pry them out, or what? Is that one? No, that one was moving.
Yeah, that one was moving. It was this one.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, you got her.
All right. Well, those are closed.
I wonder if you could get in there and shoot with your WD-40 like right in between the spring to get her soaked down.
Sure. Now we have to take bets as to what
How much PSI?
how much PSI before she cracks. 3,000. I told you it's the seized engine anti-Caesar 3000.
I think it's gonna go up all the way. There's not a number that can say it's just gonna take it all. That's a pretty slick rig though. That's all right.
It might just bounce out of the way enough now. There we go.
Maybe.
Okay. Kind of nervous, and I shouldn't be because I really don't care. But I do want this to work. Oh, there should be no oil in this thing.
Yeah, it's still at 0.
I hope that's where the oil goes.
If not, then it's well lubricated.
Yeah, that's right. I'm feeling no resistance on this thing.
I guess there's two things. The valve could be open, or there could be just a little spot in the rings where it's pushing past.
Yeah, yeah. That's disappointing. Oh, that's better. Now I'm feeling some resistance. I'm moving fluid now. Getting a little bit heavier. The gauge move, come on. Getting heavier. See the hose start to move? No? Oh, now it's getting looser.
Fluid.
Well, that cylinder's pretty full. I think I might have. Yep, I just pumped. Oh, throw the rest of it in just for fun. Is it going out the intake or is it going out the exhaust?
Got a drill? We can find out. I guess the only way to check that is check the dipstick.
Yeah.
See if it's red. Nope, still black.
So then this is the intake valve. Let's tap the valves again. Tap them down and then we'll try and lift up on them again.
There we go. Can we tap it down again, or you want to?
Yeah. No. No. Let's actually let's just try and seat it. Just do it again. Crack it. Okay. This one. Yes. The needle's moving.
Is it?
The needle moved. Yeah.
Because I heard it. I heard it pressure up.
Oh yeah. Good. Good.
Going up.
That's a lot.
You're at about 100.
Really?
Oh yeah. But it's going somewhere.
Oh! Like it went to nothing.
See your ratchet move? It was shaking.
Yeah? I can't. But then it would be at the bottom. It should still.
Unless it pushed past one of the valves.
So it like goes hard and then it drops. But
You want to put the pry bar on it, see if it spins?
try and put the pry bar on it. Let's see. I can build a little bit of pressure.
That's a lot. No, nothing red on that.
No? So maybe let's do the valves again. All the way down, Zach.
The intake one's coming back up now.
Okay.
So just the exhaust one is crusty. Right?
Yep. There we go. It's like a song.
Oh.
Yeah! Yeah! Even if it doesn't close all the way, the piston will push the valve back up again, and then it'll seat.
Can't remember, is there any more sticky ones on this side? Obviously we couldn't get right to the back, but...
No.
You want me to hold pressure on that bar? Oh, it's spewing out of your T-fitting.
Yep. Come on.
Yeah, it's just dumping out of the T-fitting.
Yeah, well, let's tighten that up, I guess. Well, it's holding pressure again, so I think it was the valve that was doing it.
Leaking out of that fitting where the gauge is.
I'm hitting like 2,500.
Holy shit.
That's almost 3,000 PSI. Now the dipstick, it's gotta be going somewhere. Because we're here now.
Those are rocks. Oh, yeah. So that was sealing.
Yeah. So it's still leaking.
So it was going. Must have been going down into the crankcase.
Yeah. Not all of that leaked out. I'm empty again. So, and we'll never know what actually unseized the engine. Was it the ATF acetone? Was it the WD-40 penetrating fluid? Was it the ATF or the 1540?
Or was it putting coolant through the heating passages?
yeah. If you didn't do it in that exact order, would it have worked?
Dragging it back and forth 300 times.
We'll have this discussion as we're driving it home, obviously.
Yeah. What? I can't hear you over the sound.
Try and tighten that some more.
I mean, you've been putting a lot of pressure on it, so it's
yeah.
Like, and it's only been leaking out a little bit. Now we're leaking from a different fitting.
That's leaking past piston.
Yeah, you can hear it.
Lean on the bar anyway. No. I really thought this would do it. Well, that sucks. Now what? The other YouTubers make it look so easy.
Yeah, they just get it free within like an hour.
Yeah, and then they drive it home.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
They don't live in Canada, I guess.
I guess. Lightly seized is actually lightly seized. Thing's locked tighter than Area 51. But the only thing to do is another hole.
Try that. Try one that's maybe down in, so you know you're pushing it the right way.
One way or another, as long as
It should push one way.
unless it's exactly top dead center.
Come on.
With 0 dwell.
That's what I'm saying. It's exactly top dead center. It's
That's
seized
the
right.
only problem, eh?
Yeah, only problem. Yeah.
Like eventually we're gonna find a piston that's going the right direction.
Yeah.
Right?
Eventually, yeah.
So my seized engine anti-seizer 3000 let me down a little bit. I really was hoping that would
should have
work.
bought the 6000, really.
We don't know which way the throw is on the crank because we might be pushing the engine counterclockwise or clockwise. So we've still got the jack on the flywheel and Zach pulling on the crank pulley with the 20. We got it up to 2,500 PSI, and then it kind of like we poked a little hole through because Zach thinks the piston rings were lined up exactly, and we shot a little piece through. So now we're going to the piston that shares the same throw, And if we're going the wrong way on the one side, we're going the proper way on the other side. So this side looks cleaner too. No, it doesn't.
It doesn't look.
No.
Don't push the rust into the motor.
No, don't do that.
That one's really clean back there.
Yeah, those would probably work. Do you believe this was running 4 years ago?
Yeah, 14 maybe.
How
like
enjoyable
2.
is it to watch somebody like struggle and suffer? Like, what's the average amount of time that's enjoyable before you start feeling sad? Not that one. I don't really care about that one.
That one and that one.
Okay, that's not bad.
But the one where you're on is good.
Grab the oil.
Was this a jug you were using?
I was using
540?
T6. Oh, that'll work too.
Okay. There's a little bit left in here.
We're into draining the gear oil out of the diff. Putting that in next. Not feeling anything yet. Oh, this cylinder might have been empty too. It could be right at the bottom.
So we got to fill it all the way in.
Once it's at the bottom, it's at the bottom. It can't come back up again.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. All right, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Maybe it's almost at the bottom.
Maybe that one was right at the bottom. I'm just hearing stuff hitting the oil pan.
Yeah.
That's not doing anything. Okay. Pull the oil pan and just hit it with a hammer. Okay, so with the pistons that aren't seized, the oil's just going right down into the crankcase. So we are down to the last resort, which I didn't want to do. Let's pull the oil pan and start beating it with a hammer.
I mean, it's got to move then, right? Maybe put a jack on it.
We can maybe put a jack on it. Lift up on the whole truck. And then if we get the bulldozer, we lift up on the jack so the whole truck is up, and then come with the bulldozer and bash on the bumper to hit her down.
Mm-hmm. Lightly seized.
Well, it's not like a... Is it still water?
What's this?
Oh.
Is it gas?
Is there right full of water?
You didn't see that on the dipstick though?
No, the
No.
dipstick looked like really good oil and right at the right level too.
The heck?
But it's like super thin.
But I guess the oil would sit on top unless
Yeah.
it just was never filled to the right level.
One more jug.
Do you have another jug?
Oh, no. We got it. It's all gas.
It's all gas?
It's all gas.
Yeah, so smell it. Yeah, it's old gas, yeah.
Screwdriver. Thanks. Why am I doing this? I'm starting to second guess all my life decisions. So we can like even undo this piston and then turn it over.
You can push the pistons up.
I think we can even save the gas. Did I forget one? There's always one. What is the... Oh, it's okay. It's fine. We'll just send that out for an oil analysis.
Just a little bit of sludge.
This is the rustiest crank I've ever seen. It's like it was laying in a field, and they just put it in. Like, this is not good.
That's awesome.
On the for shit's sake, the piston number 2
It's blown up.
which is this one. Okay, so the throw was not at the bottom. The pickup is just like sludge. Don't get anything in your eye. I got a piece of my eye already. Did you bring safety glasses this time?
Nope. Holy Jesus. That's rusty. like no hesitation, no joke there. Like that,
Legitimately, rust fell out of the bottom of it when I pulled the paint.
look at the pickup. Holy. You saved the gasket though.
I know, I saved the gasket. I'm very proud of myself. Like that connecting rod is just rust. This is the worst lightly seized engine I've ever seen. Let's see what that bearing cap looks like. I'm taking enough rod caps off until it rotates. thinking it's more than one piston that's seized.
Oh. Yeah, I think I'm loosening the nut now.
Okay. Let me pull one that's easy to get at and see what that does.
Good. There's no scoring in or anything.
No.
Not bad. All in all, this makes a pretty good bench.
You're picking up the whole truck, that's just one piston. There it goes.
Something moved. Did it move?
Just no, the
Slipped
Bar,
off.
the bar.
bar
Just,
just
you want
slipped
me to keep dragging?
you gotta let off and go forward. Yeah, go ahead. No. No, you're going sideways. Okay, so we've now taken the rod caps off of 2, 6, and 8 and tried to push on those pistons, and those are all seized too. So we got 8 seized cylinders. The
Anti-Caesar?
seized, the anti-lock, or the seized lock, the locked engine anti-locker 3000 didn't do anything. I don't think there's any saving this engine.
I don't think so.
Fargo's a no-go.
It's far from going. Let's just say that.
Now I don't know what to do. I guess we gotta wait. I gotta tow it home. And then we got a nice cab, which is always the intention, was to take the cab off and get rid of the rest of the truck, but we can't get the box down.
It would have been nice just to hear it run one last time.
One last time. Yeah, there's nothing.
There's not enough room to hit it with a sledgehammer, so.
No, we can tip it on its side.
Tip it on its side.
I hate calling defeat, but I guess some engines just are not gonna go, even though those rod bearings look good.
Well, it's actually kind of wild that it's like you took 3 off and not one of them would move.
No.
Like that was a lot of pressure. Like it was almost lifting the tires off the ground.
I know.
So, like, what's this truck weigh? 2 ton?
On the upside, we got like 4 valves unseized.
Yeah.
Today.
For the next guy.
All right, so if you go back in the channel, we've got quite a few random things running. We got that old payloader running where the mud oozed out of the exhaust when we fired that up. We got the V16 going, the drag lines. We got the Fleet Masters going way back 7, 8 years ago. But in reality, some engines are just too far gone, and this thing is just solid rust. Definitely comment down below what you guys think we should do with this thing. We saw it, it was the right price. We were caught up on the other project, so we figured we'd mess around with this for a little bit. The cab is just super cool. I never intended to do anything with the back half. We're not getting into brakes and clutch and that. But pull this cab off, put it on something cool, and what should we build? But in the meantime, we don't want to leave you guys hanging and not listen to something purr. So we're gonna carry back on to something that I'm pretty confident we can get running, and then go from there. I'm sorry, Zach.
Hey,
I legitimately thought the 3000 would do it. And you know what? I'm laying in bed going, oh, I can make that work, and it'd be genius. And yeah.
Don't worry, I spent many nights thinking of how to get this thing unstuck.
What'd you come up with?
Nothing better than you did.
If you guys have any more comments on how to unstuck, the only other thing that I could have done was grease fitting on those fittings with a grease gun. They put out a little bit more PSI, and it's thicker so it doesn't leak past the rings. But regardless, we'd have to do all 8 because they're all pretty stuck.
They're pretty in there.
They're pretty in there.
Yeah.
They're in there forever. All right, let's go fire something up. Do we have booster cables to put on just the starter? With that other battery? Throw
the other battery's on the charger. I don't know if there's booster cables around. I did not bring any.
Yeah, so all I did was put the injection pump back on it again. Very straightforward. There's a roll pin that times it, so you can't change the timing at all. It's just a pain getting the lines back on again because it's a little bit tight. I'll do it in order and it should be all right. Yeah, pump.
Yeah, pump?
Yeah, pump.
Leaking out somewhere else. I can see it.
Where?
It's at the backside here. The lower one, yeah, it's leaking out of that there.
Pump some more. Yeah, keep going. That's better. I think we got it. Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like much.
Yeah, that's spraying up good. All right, should be good. Let's see if it spins it.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's no load.
Sounds great.
I think we only have like 10 seconds of cranking, so I guess to spray right away.
Yeah, go ahead. Bring my batteries.
Yeah, I did not do the spark test on the battery that's over there. So that battery could be questionable.
So that one just needs to connect the solenoid and kick the starter in. This
Yeah.
is the one that needs to spin it. That does sound better.
That sounds a lot better.
Yeah. All right. See what you got. Okay.
Yeah, this was getting pretty smoky over here.
Yeah.
There's not a key for the starter or anything, right?
There might be a key. Yeah.
Because if you could do it with the key, then I could just
Yeah, we can try.
I can just do this instead of trying to do two things at once.
Yeah.
I'm a man. I can't do two things at once. Okay.
Oh. You admit it? Key does nothing.
I can hear it clicking something. You can hear it clicking that, but I don't know if it's doing it enough. Yeah, even this is not like when you just.
Well, that's. Oh, I see. Because that's this battery. All right. Let's see if there's any way possible to hook that battery to here.
Yeah.
So the problem is that this solenoid is loose and broken. It doesn't make good enough contact to spin over the starter. So we need a good starter to pull the drive in, and we need another battery just to crank that thing over.
Do you think I could do two screwdrivers?
What's that?
Two screwdrivers.
Oh yeah.
Cross it and then cross it
right.
and cross it.
Here.
You got one?
Well, you think that one? You want to put a big burn mark on this one?
I don't care.
It's gonna hit tire warranty that?
Let me try to apparatus this here. Double screwdriver action.
So he's gonna have to get himself a new battery and a new starter to make that worthwhile. But the old girl lives. He has to put a water pump on it. I think
Yeah.
the injection pump was
New solenoid maybe.
holding him back. So it needs a. It's good. It's good to go. It's good to dig. We're done. I don't see any leaks whatsoever. Like none. I see none. Well, thanks, Zach.
Hey, no problem.
Unfortunately, hoping more for the Fargo, but at least we got something running.
We got something going.
So.
That's all that matters.
Right on. And I legitimately could not start this thing without you.
This is true.
So pretty neat.
that double screwdriver action I was doing.
Yeah. Practicing for
Joyriding.
Yeah.
Some kind of stick work.
Nice.
Cool.
All right, back to regular scheduled programming. Got stuff coming up on the tank. If you haven't followed Zach on Tukes for Tires yet, definitely do that. And Kenny, who was here the first time, He does awesome photography. Check him out too. But we are back in the shop doing some stuff that we should have been doing originally. We're not done with the Fargo. We'll pick that up with the lowboy once that's done. I think my camshafts are in another 2 weeks, so enough killing time. Might as well go back on some legitimate projects. Here we go.